1947. The world's largest democracy was just born. And as it is said, with great power come great responsibilities. We were worried too about the future, for the country's coffers were empty, with no infrastructure, and the stomachs of millions were to be filled. The countrymen knew it, and more so, the leadership and policymakers. The difficult journey needed difficult choices. But unlike world's other democracies, India wasn't a capitalist economy. It couldn't afford to be one. Just born free India had to be a place where people had to be the heart and profit to be the oxygen. To be precise, a socialist economy just to keep the people a notch above profit. It was the industrial policy resolutions of 1948 and 1956 which established the public sector as an effective instrument to rebuild the country by. Keeping in view the socio-economic limitations, concerns of policymakers were genuine, for free market system should not be allowed to meddle with the critical macroeconomic decisions. State felt the obligation to operate from commanding heights and evolve action plans to meet the concerns of people. The journey of PSEs has never been as smooth as it is today. The first 3 decades were surely excellent for them, and they grew as one would have hoped for. The 80s saw the loss of sheen among PSEs as they were causing loss to the central exchequer because of more social obligation than profit. There were various reasons for it, serving socio-economic objectives of the country being the primary one. As a result, productivity was adversely affected. The year 1991 saw the policy of liberalization, privatization and globalization by the government. PSEs were subjected to face the global cutthroat competition, which gave a new avatar to the PSEs. Matching the expectations, PSEs transited swiftly from closed to open markets globally. Commercial objective became the overriding consideration, and profit became the driving force for them. Of course, without compromising the social obligation under CSR. At the total investment of just 29 crore rupees, the first 5-year plan rolled out 5 central public sector enterprises. And today, the country has 290 CPSEs with a total investment of 9.93 lakh crore rupees for the year 2014-2015. The system of signing Memorandum of Understanding or MOU between PSEs and their administrative ministries for performance evaluation and improvement gave a boost to performances. The system grew steadily. From 4 MOUs signed by PSEs in 1987-1988, their number increased to 130 in 2006-2007, 197 in 2010-2011, and it is on the rise till date. To introduce greater functional autonomy for PSEs, the government designed Mini Ratna, Navratna, and subsequently Maharatna status in 2010 for well-performing companies. PSEs demonstrated management efficiency and profitability and were given greater flexibility of operation and also freedom from government control. Professionalism was redefined by PSEs and they started earning international recognition. Today, these companies are India's flag bearers at the global business platform. PSEs like IOC, BHEL, CIL, SAIL, ONGC and GAIL are even rubbing shoulders with global business giants. Today, PSEs are in all sectors of economy: oil and gas, energy, infrastructure, manufacturing, consultancy and service sector. You call any area, there is a PSE today. Mid-2004 onward, PSEs once again saw distinct shift in government's policy, which gave PSEs their rightful place in national service. The government decided to devolve greater managerial and commercial autonomy to successful profit-making companies. This period also saw some of the landmark policy initiatives taken by the government to strengthen the management and governance of public sector enterprises, which included formation of ad hoc group of experts for reforms in PSEs. Institution of independent directors has been introduced as watchdog. Audit Committee of the Board, strengthening of CAG, CVC and regulations from Security and Exchange Board of India, SEBI, have brought longer checks and balances to overcome any irregularity in accounting system and corruption, and adopting best practices in corporate governance. Transparency Act enhanced the brand image of PSEs globally. Today, PSEs aren't only a major source of strength, but they are also gearing themselves up with each passing day in their endeavor to boost the Indian economy and act as the country's backbone in becoming a global economic power. The 50 Central Public Service Enterprises or CPSEs listed on the stock exchanges contribute about 13% of the total market capitalization. A glance at PSE's wealth generation potential paints a perfect picture for India's global dreams. Contribution to country's GDP, 25%. Contribution to country's exports, 8%. Employment, 13.51 lakh people. Investment, 9,92,971 crores. Turnover, 20,61,866 crores. Net profit, 1,29,109 crores. Reserves and surplus, 7,51,350 crores. Net worth, 9,50,072 crores. Foreign exchange earnings, 1,22,719 crores. PSEs are augmenting huge resources for the government through payments in various ways, be it dividend, interest, corporate tax, excise duty, customs duty or any other duties. Significant contributions have been made by the PSEs. A total contribution to the Central Exchequer has increased by 221% from 19,520 crore rupees in 1990-91 to 62,753 crore rupees during the year ending 2001-2002 and 1,028% till fiscal 2013-2014 at 2,20,166 crore rupees. The contribution to the Central Exchequer expanded at a compounded annual growth rate or CAGR of over 10% since 1990-91. Interestingly, PSEs have become quite self-reliant, as instead of looking for government's budgetary supports for the continued expansions, increase in investment is mostly financed from PSE's internal resource generation. Even during worldwide economic recession, PSEs have performed admirably well and have shown great resilience. Due to consistent performance and role in economic development of the country, the Indian PSEs have become a reference case to emulate for many developed countries facing acute economic and confidence crisis. Thus, Indian public sector once again reflected their image as an anchor sheet of the economy and engine of growth. The story of PSEs can't be complete unless we mention their contribution towards social cause for inclusive growth on a sustained basis. 2% mandatory contribution by PSEs under CSR has been taken in both letter and spirit. Social area covered are drinking water, education, sanitation, health and skill development. To enhance performance and global competitiveness of PSEs, Standing Conference of Public Enterprises, SCOPE, an apex organization of PSEs over the years, has taken several initiatives to promote excellence and professional competencies in PSEs and help them keep pace with the best global entities. Scope's activities are aimed at strengthening the PSEs by making them more efficient and effective, and at the same time encouraging their top management to explore new horizons. Its unique management development programs on board interview, corporate governance, global leadership for developing leaders, as well as promoting ethical management practices. To appreciate the performance of PSEs and to encourage them to set new benchmarks, Scope recognizes their efforts by presenting Scope Excellence Award and Scope Meritorious Award from time to time, which are presented by the Honorable President and Prime Minister.
Central public sector enterprises have been the critical support system of India's economy.
Looking at the country's global economic ambitions, one thing is for sure, that Indian PSEs are here to stay and play their crucial role in fulfilling this national dream. And to match the nation's stride, the public sector fraternity need not rest on laurels, but continue its march towards enhancing their performance and global competitiveness. Long live public sector.